Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Randy from Salon, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about men's styling. You know, the most common problems that men are coming in and talking about is having a tough time putting product in their hair. What's the right amount? How do I apply it? How do I get even hold everywhere? So those are the types of questions that we're going to be answering today. Now, if you want a little bit of control, you can put pomade even on wet hair and get some control. Pomade works best and is strongest on dry hair because, of course, when the hair is dry, it's not diluted. So we're going to be using pomade on dry hair, and we're going to be just working the product through to show a different type of end result. So right now it's smooth and polished, and we're just going to mess it up a little bit. So in order to do that, we're going to use Redken Brew's clay pomade. So the clay pomade is a firm hold, it's maximum control. What that means is we get a lot of control out of it, but it's also a real matte finish and a gritty finish. What we mean when we say a gritty finish is instead of slick, it has that grip and that grittiness to really mess it up well. So we're going to start emulsifying in our hands. Now as you emulsify, you want to make sure that you work the product between your fingers. So people tend to put it a little bit on the surface and then stop. Keep working it and get it between your fingers. Now, the reason why you do that is if it's only on the surface of your hands, it only goes on the surface of the hair. But if you have it between your fingers, now as we start to work our fingers through, you'll notice it's what's between my fingers that's actually giving the control. So all it takes is a little bit of product and we can push it anywhere we want. It just makes it completely moldable. Now, one area that men tend to forget is even though they may have short sides and back, that area needs product too. So you'll buff the product in just a little bit so that you have the same finish everywhere. If you don't get any product there, it may not have needed control, but it still needs to match when it comes to finish. So that'll give it the same finish as you have through the top. Then you can just start to play with the hair and push it around into the type of pattern where you want it to be. My goal is to have it just look a little less done and more like my hair just happened to look good. So just play around with it a little bit. Less tends to be more. We also see people that want to come through and they'll style every little piece really carefully. And when you do that, it looks like you did that. So what we recommend is just kind of push it around and just manipulate the hair until it's where you like it. But don't go too far with it. If you didn't get where you want it to be, then kind of push it up or push it back and start over again until it just spontaneously looks good instead of looking overly done. So those are the hot tips we have for you on day one. Now a lot of the times, after we've styled it, the next day comes along and we say, okay, I don't need to wash it yet. I'm in Utah, I'm where it's really dry, and if I don't wash, it's going to be better for my hair and scalp today. It's not oily, so what do I do? What we recommend is the dry shampoo paste. So this is another Redken product, it's dry shampoo paste. What's amazing about it is it gives you a pomade finish, but it also helps to keep your hair clean. So it'll absorb oils as they form, and it'll also help to remove some of the oils from your hair that are there. So if you're getting excessive product or excessive oil, emulsify really well and start to work this product through as well. So we're going to work it through the same way, doing the same stuff, and just kind of push the hair into place wherever it is that you want it to fall. It's almost like the less I play with it, the better it ends up. Sometimes I go too far with it, and that's not a good thing. So see, I like the way that that's falling. It just looks like it happened to look good. I didn't make it look that way on purpose, which is just the look that we're going for. So I'm going to dry my hands and use a little bit of the Redken Brew's hairspray. What I love about the Redken Brew's hairspray is it has like a textury, almost a fibrous feel to it. So it gives us maximum control, but it also has kind of a thickening ability to it that I really like the way that it feels and the way that it works. And that's the way to work your hair. Thanks for joining us. Make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, leave comments below, all that kind of good stuff. And thanks again for joining us.